Shalom, it's the brother Shamar from the GMS SF Bay Camp. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to our apostles and elders, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And pretty much just making this quick little sit down on, because as we entering into these last times, which is a time for us to be rejoicing and be happy about as well, you have to keep in mind that we're going to be going through it in these times of trouble, because it's Jacob's time of trouble. So even though Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is taking care of us through the Spirit, our faith is going to be tested, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to try us in that time. That's why we're being made hard right now. We're suffering these scoffers and scorners and the other things that we have to deal with on our day-to-day basis to make us hard for these times to come, so that our faith is built up to the point to where we're able to withstand in those things that we have to endure in those times. And the first scripture I want to get is Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom. So it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be, when it comes to the point where we're not out there in the streets anymore, that's when it's really you're going to be as a pilgrim, like the scriptures say. You're gonna have to be like we was going into earlier. You're gonna have to be like it says in Matthew, not even thinking about how you're going to survive day to day. You're just gonna have to go through the Spirit, man. You're gonna have to have faith that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gonna give you food and raiment for you to survive another day in that time. And that's really that time. That's when your faith is going to be tested on a high level, because it's going to be two choices: going through the straight gate, which is keeping the faith and suffering, just having faith that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to give you the things you need to help you get through those hard times, or taking the easy route out, which is taking the chip and going to Esau for help in that time, because that's going to always be an option to just give up. But the harder choice is fighting, keeping your faith. And that's when it's going to. That's when the true men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to be known in that time, because you're going to keep your faith and keep your integrity, and not just wimp out in that time. And this is Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that hour of temptation is going to try everyone upon the earth. And we know majority of the people, they're going to go to Esau for help, take the chip, the mark of the beast, do whatever is necessary in their eyes to survive, because they don't have any faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And a lot of people who claim they have faith, they really don't, because when it comes down to it, a life or death situation, you'll easily just give up everything just to be able to keep your life. You wouldn't die for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that time, in that hour of temptation, man, you're really going to be tried to the point to where you might be close to the point of death. But then, if you keep your faith, the Lord can save you at that last little split second, just because you kept your faith and your integrity, and you chose to go out believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai instead of going out the punk way, saying, denying Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and receiving the worst judgment. Because really, either way, you're going to get judged. Even if you do punk out and then go take the chip, you're still going to get destroyed at the end of the day. So you might as well go out honorably, keeping your faith, man. And this is Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Because in that time, that's what's going to keep us stable, knowing what we have to go through, and knowing that this must come to pass. Because if you are in the scriptures, then you would know that everything is happening for a reason. It's not just a coincidence that all these things are happening, that you're catching, that whatever you may have to go through or whatever situation you're put into, it can all relate back to the scriptures at the end of the day. That's why you have to build it yourself up right now to be able to endure in those times, because it says knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. And you got to get that knowledge and wisdom right now. With all that get understanding, because that's what's going to keep you stable in those times. Everybody else doesn't know what's going on now, and they're not going to know what's going on when shit hits the fan. So how much worse is it going to be for them? At least we know what's coming. We see it coming because we're watching for it, and we're going to have that knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to help, which is in the scriptures, to help keep us stable in those times. And so that's pretty much what I have to say real quick on that. Just the idea, like, not an idea, but just what I was thinking about, because we always talk about the end coming and all, but you really have to keep it in mind, in proper perspective, that our faith is really going to be tried in these times, because right now we're not really being tried as hard as we're going to be tried in those times. It's going to be some real heavy affliction, heavy tribulation, man. Some real heavy things that we're going to have to go through in those times, and right now we're being made hard to be able to endure those things. So with that, I'm going to give all praises again to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honors to our apostles and elders, and shalom to all the Akim out there. And man, as this place getting closer and closer to going down, man, we got to go harder as well, because we're going to have our faith built up to be able to withstand these hard times that's coming. Because like the scripture said in Acts, man, through much tribulation we're going to enter into the kingdom. It's not going to be no walk in the park. So we have to be prepared mentally and spiritually for that, man. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.